What if I told you there's a place on Earth where your phone dies without warning, your compass spins in circles, and even time itself feels broken? A place so mysterious it silences radio waves, and maybe even hides something not of this world? This isn't a sci-fi movie plot, it's real. Hidden deep within the deserts of northern Mexico lies a bizarre region called La Zona del Silencio, the Zone of Silence. The mystery began in 1970 when a U.S. test missile suddenly veered hundreds of miles off course and crashed in this exact location. Recovery teams quickly discovered their equipment failed, radios went dead, and compasses refused to point north. Since then, this uncharted triangle between Durango, Chihuahua, and Coahuila has become infamous, a place where nature breaks its own rules. Scientists have spent decades trying to explain it, yet nothing fully adds up. They suspect the soil contains magnetic minerals or radioactive materials that interfere with electromagnetic signals, but no theory can explain why satellite data gets scrambled, or why pilots report instruments failing mid-flight. Even more bizarrely, this desert attracts more meteorites than almost anywhere else on Earth. Locals tell stories of the sky raining fire, and researchers have found strange plants and animals with odd mutations. Visitors often describe losing time, feeling dazed, or sensing a presence watching them. One man claimed his watch froze for hours, only to start ticking again after he stepped outside the zone. How can any of this happen in the 21st century, with all our science? Things get even stranger. Eyewitnesses, including seasoned travelers and researchers, claim they've encountered tall, glowing beings dressed in white who appear, help them when lost or injured, and then vanish without a trace. Some believe the zone is a portal, a breach in dimensions where time, reality, and maybe even alien intelligence overlap. There are whispers that the area aligns with other global mystery zones like the Bermuda Triangle, forming a hidden energy grid. Meanwhile, access to parts of the zone has been quietly restricted, and past research operations have been suddenly shut down. Was the U.S. missile launch into this zone really an accident or an intentional test? Whatever the truth is, the Zone of Silence remains one of Earth's most unsettling mysteries. It's a place where science fails, stories grow stranger, and governments go quiet. Maybe it's a natural phenomenon we don't yet understand. Or maybe it's something humanity was never meant to uncover. One thing is clear: the world still holds secrets far beyond our imagination. Drop your theory in the comments. And if you're ready to keep exploring the unbelievable, hit like, subscribe, and stay with World Exist, where reality ends and mystery begins. But let's go even deeper. Because the more you investigate the Zone of Silence, the more bizarre and sometimes terrifying the stories become. Some researchers believe the zone sits at a unique latitude of energy interference, similar to the Bermuda Triangle or Egypt's pyramids. It may be no coincidence that strange things happen at these exact coordinates around the world. Could the Earth itself have invisible pressure points where energy behaves differently? Or is this just pseudoscience wrapped in coincidence? Even NASA's involvement raises eyebrows. After the Athena rocket crashed in 1970, U.S. scientists didn't just recover the wreckage. They stayed in the area for weeks, conducting tests with little transparency. Locals were kept away, notes were never published. Some say underground sensors were installed, and then they left without answers, never to return. Why? And what about the desert itself? This region has long been sacred to indigenous tribes, who spoke of forbidden spirits, sky beings, and cursed sand. Stories passed down through generations tell of people disappearing, seeing double suns, or hearing voices when no one is there. To this day, older villagers avoid the heart of the zone, saying it is where the sky speaks, but only to those who do not belong. In 1997, a Mexican television crew attempted to document the phenomenon. Halfway through filming, their electronics failed. Backup batteries died, Microphones recorded eerie static. When they reviewed the footage, there were unexplained glitches, brief frames showing flashes of light, blurred figures, and warped landscapes. They left the project unfinished. And then there's the shocking personal encounters. Ordinary travelers who came seeking adventure and left completely changed. One couple recounted losing an entire night. They remember setting up camp and lighting a fire, and then waking up in the middle of the desert with no firewood, no tracks, and a perfectly untouched tent. Another man claimed to have seen the same bright object in the sky 3 nights in a row, always at the same time, always hovering above the exact same spot. He followed it on the 4th night and never returned. To this day, his car was found abandoned at the edge of the zone. With every report, every unexplained signal failure, every vanishing visitor, the zone of silence becomes less of a coincidence and more of a warning. Maybe it's not just a place where science fails. Maybe it's a place where we were never supposed to look.